And away we go. It is the Nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com, www.galacticfriedchicken.com. Go to the website. They will deliver right to your front door, pretty much anywhere inside the 275 loop, or head down to Dayton, Kentucky. Tell them to pump it up and save yourself 15% off of the Galactic goodness. Wednesday through Sunday, lunch and dinner. It is out of this world. All right, Aaron, this is a big day for you. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. You don't get to see Aaron smile much on this podcast. Look at that smile.
It's a bigger day tomorrow.
I know, but tomorrow I'm going to be on the road. I'll be in Indianapolis for Nike EYBL. There will be a lot going on this weekend. So I don't know. We're not going to get to probably do a show tomorrow night we're probably not going to get to do a show until Sunday. So today, cover art is out. Look at him. Look how ready he is. Like, my man doesn't care about anything in life. His kid, his personal life. He cares about NCAA EA Sports College Football 25 more than he cares about Bearcat Journal or me or any of this stuff.
That's not true. But I'm super
false.
excited.
It's not false.
I'm super excited about this game. There was big news today on the game front, and I'm excited to talk about it for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna put you in the driver's seat so that you can discuss the topics. I have a lot of thoughts as well because I'm excited. Look, I'm a gamer. I've been a gamer my entire life. When I was like 10 years old, we were playing The Legend of Zelda and Excitebike and Super Mario and like I've been a gamer my entire life.
Tetris.
So Tetris, yeah, like I'm there with you. It's like me with Zelda. You're as excited about this as I am when a new Zelda game comes out.
That's probably fair.
Look, it consumes you. Like when you have something that connects to you this deeply, it consumes you. This game consumes you. That's understandable.
And I'll discuss why it consumes me. I mean, me and my friends back in, I don't know, this is when I was in college. Me and my friends back home, the way that we would stay connected was we would have a memory card on PlayStation 2. That was how you had to do it because nobody had online at that point because you had to hardwire. It was then you had to go through the dial-up and all that, whatever. So we just had a memory card, a traveling memory card, and we'd all play on the memory card. And that was how all 8-10 of us, however many it was, we had people dropping in or joining in and dropping out and whatever. And we all had to have shitty teams, and we'd all build a dynasty out of shitty teams. And that was what we all did. That was how we stayed connected. We would even go to each other's houses to play the games because you could knock out several games and then you'd get it at the end of your week where you're getting together with one or two other guys and you're knocking out your end games and then hitting the next week so you could give the card off to somebody else. So you already have, 6 games done for 2 weeks as opposed to having to just play one game and all that. But
my experience was more Madden. Like Madden was like the bigger thing first, before college football in the early 2000s really took off. And by that time, I was in my mid 20s. I started dating Kelly. Like we were beyond the height of our video game consumption at that point. Like we would go over to my friend Kaiser's house. And Kaiser had like a big open concept first floor of his house, which at that time, remember, open concept wasn't a thing at that point in time.
Unheard of, right?
Very small box.
Knock out walls and shit for that.
Yeah. And there would be 8 of us would bring our systems and our TVs. And I don't think people of this generation understand what transporting a TV was like in 1996. Some major deal. And we would we would create brackets and we would have Madden tournaments at his house with like 8 different TVs and gaming systems set up. And like
big TVs back then were like big TVs back then were like 27 inches, right? Like 32 inches. They weren't big.
They were 400 pounds. Yeah. You had to have like 3 guys come out and get the TV from out of your car.
They were 3 feet deep as well,
right?
Because of the tube. Unreal.
So
how far we've come?
I get it. What's that? How far we've come?
How far we've come?
For sure. So I'm excited for it too, and I'm going to play this game a lot. One of the things though that was talked about today was like in 2014, the last time that this game was released, like online gaming wasn't even really like
a thing.
It was
not like now.
It was starting to become a thing. But guess what else wasn't a thing? Streaming, Twitch, YouTube. So
I'm going to give you actual dates because I have a fact that's going to blow your mind.
Okay.
But this game, the last iteration of this game came out July 9th, 2013. Because remember, back then they were doing
a year ahead. Right.
Well, they would always title it for whatever they're
doing it now.
Of the season was. Where the end of the season is. Correct.
This is college football 2025.
I hate that they do this because I think it's stupid. But because Madden ran into an issue.
College football 2024.
Largely, yes. So the game came out in 2013, July 9, 2013. Believe it or not, the gap between Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 6, which today got pushed back to the end of next year.
Those sons of bitches.
Is going to be bigger than the gap between NCAA 14 and 25. How about that?
I know. And I remember GTA 5 when it came out. Like
I picked it up at midnight.
Kelly hated me for how much I played that game.
That was also before people were downloading games when they came out. You had to go pick it up at midnight and be there.
Yeah.
So real quick, so I can take this graphic down. Quinn Ewers on the cover here for Texas. Travis Hunter for Colorado, and Edwards for Michigan.
Whoever the Michigan guys.
The running back for Michigan.
Yeah. Dylan. I don't know.
Anyway. So that got hinted last week as we saw their backs on a cover. They're going to be the cover athletes. To let you know what there's going to be 3 editions: the standard edition, deluxe edition, and MVP bundle. It will not be available on PC as had been rumored. It is not going to actually be available on PC, at least not initially. I'm not sure if they plan a release on the PC.
They have to. There's too much money to be made to not do it at some point.
The standard edition is going to include the base game, the Alma Mater Ultimate Team Pack, which is a choice of 1 player item out of 134, because you do have all 134 FBS schools in. You have the Cover Athlete Ultimate Team Pack, choice 1 player item out of 3, and the Bring Glory Home Ultimate Team uniform item. I don't know what any of that shit means, but I do know what the Bring Glory Home is going to be your road to glory, where you get to make your player and follow your player. But the rest of the stuff sounds like Ultimate Team microtransaction bullshit. The deluxe edition and the standard edition is going to be $70. The deluxe edition, $100. It is a limited time offer by June 27, so you have to have it pre-ordered. It's going to include the base game, 3-day early access, 4,600 college football points.
That's worth $30, by the way. 3-day early access. To get a 3-day head start on everybody, I'll pay $30.
Yes and no. It's still kind of going to be.
There's no no. There's no no.
It's almost going to be a beta after version because it's the first iteration in years and years. There'll probably be some glitches where your guys where your guys running down the field, not moving an arm or something.
Aaron,
do you know who you're talking to? Of course, I'm doing it, but. I'm just saying.
If I waited till the 19th and you started playing on the 16th, we'd have 3 days of this show where you're rubbing it in about how much you've been playing.
I've also waited this long. I don't know that waiting a couple extra days. I'm just saying.
Those would be the 3 worst days of your life.
I would understand if somebody else, not me, was doing that, though. In any case, you also have to consider that's roughly what, 3 packs of diapers, 1.5 packs of diapers. I don't even know.
Okay, so go ahead and wait till the 19th.
They're on Amazon auto order. Again, somebody, not me. In any case, it's also going to include the Alma Mater Ultimate Team Pack, as I discussed, choice 1 player item out of 134, the Cover Athlete Ultimate Team Pack, choice of 1 player item out of 3, and the Bring Glory Home Ultimate Team Uniform item. So it'll essentially give you that 3 early day access. Now for 150, that gives you the MVP bundle, which is going to be your EA Sports College Football 25 Deluxe Edition, 3-day early access, July 16th through 18. 4,600 college football points, Heisman Hopeful Ultimate Team Pack, choice of 1 player item out of 5. That is 1 different Ultimate Team Pack. Again, if you're into the Ultimate Team thing, the Alma Mater Ultimate Team Pack, which again is the choice of 1 player item out of 134, and the Cover Athlete Ultimate Team Pack, choice 1 player item out of 3. So the main differences are going to be between the MVP bundle and the Deluxe Edition is going to be that if you're paying $50, you get an extra player item for a Heisman Hopeful Ultimate Team, which I can't justify that.
Well, the 150 also includes Madden, right?
I don't know the answer.
College football. No, I think the answer is.
Yeah. It's in the picture. It's in the graphic here. You're right. Madden 25 Deluxe Edition and the College Football 25 Deluxe Edition.
That's work. I'm going to get that.
That makes sense.
Although I probably won't play Madden, maybe at all.
You might. Here's why you might is because back in the day you could import your draft class. So as you play years and years and years and years in Dynasty, you can continue to import your draft class.
So I guess the conversation here. Oh, I'm fired up. Like we're going to talk about this, but like I'm going to play the shit out of this game. I'm going to play this game relentlessly, especially because it's happening at a time, at least for a couple weeks, like before Higher Ground starts, before we really get consumed with what we do. Higher Ground, football season, basketball season. Oh shit, it's April. Like, how did this happen? Like, that's our lives.
Sure.
But I mean, when you produce the BCJ podcast, or when you produce something that you're not involved in, what are you doing now? You are turned toward that TV behind you and playing college football 2014.
At times, yeah. I've been off of it. I've been off of it a lot lately because there's been.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, this is
trying to find things to talk about in this space has proved to be a little bit more difficult here over the course of the last month.
But ultimately, like, I guess the reality is how much. And Matt Brown, who has kind of been like the pioneer of reporting on college football coming back to the video game world, has said the focus is going to be on dynasty mode. I think that's what everybody wants.
That's been the focus because that was the focus of all of us who grew up playing this game.
Yes, but there is going to be a new generation. There's going to be a decade plus worth of people that didn't love this game as it used to be. We are going to gravitate towards dynasty mode. We are going to gravitate towards the last place team in the Big 12 and taking them to the college football championship. Of course, we are going to gravitate towards wherever small school it might have been that we went to, or just picking a random team.
Wright State doesn't have a team, but
Wright State
they
wrong
did
school for this game, Aaron.
They did have a creative team mode though.
Yeah,
where you could do that at one point in time. Now they did not have that, I don't believe, on the 2014 version. So that's
right.
A lot of people are speculating are you bringing that back, especially with things like Create a Stadium, where you had on almost every game at this point, you have some type of Create a Stadium mode. So they're hoping that you get an opportunity to create a team. That said, we'll see.
But here's the biggest difference: the players are in. There's not going to be HB 23, wide receiver 14. Look, you could substitute the names, whatever. The players are in. So Dynasty mode is going to be epic. I will say this. I know everybody right now is shitting on like Ultimate Team mode. Is there not something to be said for creating your school's all-star team, your school's greatest team ever, your Cincinnati Bearcats with Tony Pike at quarterback and Marty Gilliard and Armand Benz and Antoine Peak and Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey, and putting the Bearcats, like the ultimate Bearcats team out there. Not an all-star team like you see in the NFL, but more like, I am going to grind the cards to create the all-star team of my favorite team. Is there not a market for that?
I'm almost curious to see if they try and do that with every team to put like an all-time as an option to play on like on Play Now or something like that. Because they at least even if they don't have that there, I imagine that'll be one of the first things that happens on the vaults, where you can go download rosters of things that people put together, where you'll have people put together the all-star teams for every college or something like that. And of course, you're dealing with somebody else's ratings, not necessarily your own, but of course you can tweak it usually on those kind of things. But yeah, I think that at the end of the day, it's just going to be, this is the first year, so it's going to have plenty of kinks, I would think. I think that
people are going to try to manipulate the shit out of this, Aaron.
Sure, and they've already made it to where if somebody opts out, a la one Manning, Arch Manning, you can't actually create a player with their same name. So there's going to be plenty of people with like, a Darth Tanning or however you choose to
right
make his name there. And we'll see how that all goes. But I don't know. I mean, I'm really excited the fact that they took the people who created College Football Revamped and did the PC mod for this game and made it to where you could do things like the College Football Playoff, and they upped the graphics on this old school game and took everything the same on the game, but you could do some different things graphically anyway.
Sure.
For the most part, it was largely graphic updates, but they brought them on to the development of this game and picked their brains to try and give the people like us, the old school people who played Dynasty mode and built dynasties out and that kind of thing, a voice, and we're able to kind of have a voice on the board, on the drawing board.
I am going to do the same thing as you're going to do. I am going to play one of two ways: Dynasty mode, and I'm certain we're going to have a BCJ league.
Yeah.
But I also would be very interested in a mode where I could build and collect the greatest Bearcats team ever and play it against other greatest teams from, all the other schools. Like, I think that would be fascinating.
Ultimate Team will certainly have its place, and we've seen that's how Twitch streamers have made their money largely, is Madden Ultimate
People
Team.
pay to watch them open fucking cards, Aaron.
I can't
pay to watch the games.
I can't wrap my mind around that. I don't watch people play video games. I know you do, and I know
I do.
The kids in this house do, because reasons I can't understand, because I want my hands on the controllers. I want my hands on the sticks. Even if I suck, I want to be the one
usually working and doing something, so it's on in the background. So I don't have time to play a game but I love games so much that I don't mind watching Dr. Lupo play Escape from Tarkov or Cypher PK play Fortnite or Summit
Whatever.
1G playing whatever, 50 games that he plays.
Or Sauce Gardner playing GTA.
Right. Like, but they're generally on in the background. Like, I'm not actively like just sitting here like I'm doing shit and I can hear the audio, and like if it's interesting, I'll click in. But this is going to be so fascinating to see, because it's a game that has a history. That history has not been a part of the gaming revolution. Classic. Yeah.
In the world of gaming, this is a cult classic that is finally getting a rebirth. And it took a lot.
How does it translate to Twitch and streaming and the gaming world? I'm fascinated to see like how that works.
Tomorrow
Twitch.com/Bearcat Journal.
Tomorrow at 11 a.m. though, the official trailer will drop, and we'll finally have our first glimpse of actual gameplay. We'll finally have our first glimpse of what the stadiums look like and all of that, and not just kind of wonderings and rumors and all of that. We'll actually have eyes on the fields.
Bring it. Don't sing it. Just bring it. We will have our league. Aaron is in charge.
I have some ideas. I don't know if people are going to like them or not, but we'll see.
And if I'm just hanging out and I want to play a game, and I'll put it on Twitter and we can hop on and I'll stream it and we'll play a game. Me and you, whoever you is out there in the internet world. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I can't wait to see the trailer tomorrow. Aaron might go live by himself tomorrow night to talk about it. That's the Nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya! It's in the game.